III comes from the legacy of brilliant engineer chemists who know how to not just clean your home and clean your drains, but do it in a way, you know, at this point you just have to move when you're with them, but it does it in a way that protects your investments. The first thing that the plumber says when you call them and you say, I have a clogged drain, something didn't work, I went to the store, I bought this, it didn't work, now it's starting to smell, now it's this and that. They'll tell you, well, don't go and buy those liquid cleaners because they're gonna create a heat chemical reaction and crack your drain. Then you're gonna need a whole new thing, and that's tens of thousands. Okay, that's straight from plumbers' mouths to our hosts here. But what about when it's those really deep cleaning drain problems and you actually have to call someone? Can you imagine if they said the whole bill for cleaning out that drain was $1.13?
Ooh, dirt cheap.
$1.03. That is the cost per drain miracle that you're getting with the Superfast Max. This is going to have 24 applications in one bottle. They're not charging you for the water. They're not charging you for the extra mix-ins. You just mix it with a cup of hot water. We're going to show you everything here with Professor Amos III, Amos Harp. We are going to show you everything live, but I just want you to know this one bottle, it's giving you 24 plumber visits.
Love it.
Plumber visits. This is the creme de la creme when the problem hasn't been solved, and you're getting 24 of them in one bottle. And we do have this on sale normally for $32.99, so I know these are going to be very popular right now. Let's see it in action.
Let's do it. Good to be with you, Natasha. Thank you. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Come on over here to test tube number 1. Let's get right into it. Superfast Max is industry leading when it comes to opening your drain lines at home, but it's not a drain opener, it's a drain cleaner. So what that means is it's going to open the drain lines, but more importantly, clean that drain line. So all you do is you mix it to a cup of hot water, and you can divvy this up around any drain around your house. Pour that right down the drain, and look at this. Oh, wait. No way. Is this really happening right now? It's breaking down the grease. It's breaking down the oil. It's got an accelerated formula, so it starts to work on contact. You're not waiting 30 minutes like the consumer products from the store. You give this one 10 seconds to go to work, and my goodness, it turns everything into foam. I want to show you something one more time. Come on over to test tube number 2.
That took 3 seconds.
That was literally so fast. I'm gonna explain it one more time. So you pour your application down the drain. Superfast does have an accelerated formula, so like I said, it starts to work in 10 seconds. Now, look at the science. Superfast Max is designed to turn your hair into foam. It turns your food into foam. Look at this amazing degreasing technology. It's by my dad, Professor Amos. It even turns the dirt, grease, and oil in the drain line into foam. We call this saponification because that's the dynamic way that it works, by turning everything in the drain into foam. Now, that foam breaks down into liquid. You give it about 10 minutes, and then you'll run hot water for up to 5 minutes. The drain line comes back squeaky clean every time you do it. Unlike the consumer products, we've all done this before. This is not good. When you use products like this from the store, you're doing more damage than you are good, because products like these, they may contain acid, ammonia, animal fats, highly corrosive materials. But check this out. They tell you to pour half that bottle down the drain. You end up pouring the whole bottle, by the way. That's what we do all the time. 90% of the chemicals, they trickle, it'll ooze, it all creeps, it gets past the clog, and it ends up right down here. You see this curve unit at the bottom, it's designed to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up and permeating through your house, but the chemicals are sitting there building heats of up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. That's way too hot for the drain lines. You don't want them to get that hot because they could crack on you, and like Natasha said just a moment ago, it could cost you hundreds of dollars or even thousands of dollars. Be very mindful before you use a consumer product like that. I'm gonna leave that sit for about a minute. We'll come right back to it. We're gonna see if anything happens. I just wanna be fair.
I mean, okay, but really nothing has happened. I saw a little bit of movement, and everything else that when you were using your concentrate, it was 3 seconds. We're not talking the difference between 2 minutes and 10 minutes.
Look at this, look. My
goodness.
This
is wild.
Natasha, you at home, this is a breakthrough, okay? Everything's been broken down by being suspended, by being saponified. It's all been suspended free from the inside of the drain line. You just run hot water for up to 5 minutes, and there it is.
Wow.
Nothing oily in there, nothing sticky to attract extract the new clog, it stays cleaner longer, and my goodness, it eliminates the drain gases and drain odors. Now, nothing's happened, right?
No.
It smells bad. The chemicals smell so bad. One thing they tell you on the back of this bottle, don't mix chemicals, because you can't mix this one with the red one because of the corrosive materials. You could have a chemical reaction. We have an innovative drain cleaning method for you at home. Listen to this. There's no acid in here. There's no ammonia. There's no animal fats in our proprietary formula. So that means I can go right over top of the standing chemicals. And with that accelerated formula, it gets through the standing water and starts to work on contact. Man, it works so good.
It really does.
Yes.
And I'm seeing the difference in real time.
Look at
like
that.
You're teaching me chemistry every time I meet you.
Thank
like
you.
the saponification,
Period.
meaning it period.
Clock that.
It really does turn what you're looking at into nothing. It's
Yes.
taking it on a molecular level
Yes.
and eating it and saying, you know, clog no more. And that goes beyond just, we're not just seeing styrofoam or dirt or grease or grime or hair. He's got actual bugs in here. I can see
Hair,
them with
bugs,
my eyes.
yeah,
This is
greases and oils,
this is not
soils.
some kind of gimmicky look. I'm seeing bugs. I'm
goodness.
seeing hair.
It
I'm
works
seeing
so
them
good.
dissolve in front of my eyes. And yet, what is within the drains that we can't see other than just the clog that we assume it is? When we're not cleaning that drain completely, those bugs, they stay in their little houses around the edges of your drain, and this is what horrified me most. If you've ever seen,
That's
I'm
what
not gonna
she's
say the
talking
word,
about.
I'm just gonna rhyme it, like a rock poach, because I can't even say the word and it makes me wanna,
Rock poach.
they live.
She said it backwards
okay,
for you.
They live in the sides of these
Yes.
drains, and if you're using regular drain cleaner or just flushing it with water, they don't go bye-bye. They burrow into the sides of the drains
It's
more
so
and
bad.
stay there.
They're multiplying
That's why
daily.
they come back.
So this is known as the dirtiest place in your whole house. This is the inside of the drain line of the kitchen sink. There's over 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch in the drain line of the kitchen sink. You got to maintenance, you have to, because that's a food source for bugs and critters. You may have an infestation down in the foundation of your drain lines if you're not maintaining and cleaning. So if you're conscious of your dollars, please consider, do yourself the biggest favor, because this configuration, this 24-ounce bottle is going to make up to 24 applications. That's 24 times that you can open the drain lines. That's 24 times that you can clean that drain. You don't have to wait for the color. There's so many applications there. You can just start maintaining once a week, once a month, or once every 2 weeks. But basically, this is all you need to do. Pour the application down the drain. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. Look at that. Give it 10 minutes, okay, because it takes 10 minutes to unclog any drain line. The best application is to do it at night, let it sit overnight. If you live on a second story, third story home, do it at night, start upstairs. By the time the morning time comes, you run hot water for 5 minutes, every drain down below you is gonna be squeaky clean.
And think about that $1.13.
Yes.
Just to have them
Clock
do
that.
a show-up visit. They're gonna charge you $50 to $100, $120. If they actually unclog the drain or they're using the snake, it's not preventing the clogs from coming back.
Yes.
But that, if someone told me, okay, I fixed your drain, I got rid of all the bug house, I got rid of all the hair, I got rid of everything, now it smells great and it runs great.
Yeah.
You owe me $1.13. I would think I had died and gone to heaven.
Oh my goodness.
That's what blows my mind, is you're
Yes.
getting the full thing. This isn't just a little bit of maintenance. It's the problem solution
Yeah.
24 times, and you're getting it for $26.99. So think about that with your flex pays, $5.40. If I could solve that problem right now for $5.40 and know I have a whole year's
do
worth.
it all day long.
All day.
All day long. Hair is the #1 culprit to every clog at home. Every clog consists of some hair. I say that to say this. We have one of the only hair dissolving formulas in the country that we know of here at HSN. If it's pet hair, human hair, fuzz, lint, fur building up, clinging on for dear life on the inside of the drain line, give it 10 minutes. My goodness, it breaks down hair. This is a breakthrough. This is the degreasing technology that we all know and love by my dad, Professor Amos. And I got to tell you, we didn't say it yet, but we've been here at HSN for 20 years, okay? Professor Amos is the business when it comes to opening and cleaning your drain lines. And my dad has also been in business for 50 years. Hallelujah. It's such an amazing venture. But this works so good. Don't take our words for it. Look at the reviews. I mean, this works on any kind of application. So if you have an older home, a newer home, an apartment or a condo, any kind of drain lines in there, it's going to work on. That's the PVC drain lines, the galvanized steel, copper or brass, the old terracotta clay pipes that run from under the house out to the sidewalk. This will work for any application.
Wow.
So the next thing I want to show you, Natasha,
Please.
you at home. There's no job too big or too small when it comes to Superfast Max. Okay, these drain lines right here, the bigger drain lines that run from under your house out to the sidewalk, down to the city sanitation. These are the 8-inch drain lines, the 10-inch, or even the 12-inch drain lines. Test tube number 2 is the consumer products that you see from the store all the time. I poured that in there. I want to reference this one here because what happens is, like I said earlier, the chemicals go to the lowest point in the drain line and then they start to sit there and build heat. Heats of up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. That's way too hot for the drain line. So when things get that hot, things start to expand. When it expands, guess which way it's coming? It's going back up into your sinks. It's going back up into the tubs. You think about that, huh?
I mean, you can smell a drain line that's not been cleaned properly, but when Helen had, one of our hosts here, Helen Keeney, when she had an issue with her drain, she called the plumber and they said, okay, first things first, do not go buy one of the silver, yellow, red bottles. Don't do that because what you're going to do is create heat and crack that pipe.
That's right.
And she's like, that's what Amos has been telling me for years.
I've been trying to tell you.
And trust me, he was not an Amos employee who came to the home and said that. And now I'm seeing it not just in real time, but I'm telling you, if you want the top of the top, you don't want to have a bunch of bottles of things lying around. This is the one bottle that will give you 24 applications. And remember, that's $1, and it's actually $1.12.5 if we must be specific.
Right.
And that cost to have your solution and to keep the time between the clogs so much longer.
I mean, that's really what you're paying for. You're not paying for the product, you're paying for the result. I mean, this gets the job done. For 20 years, we've been getting the job done. This is the best when it comes to drain cleaning because it's not just opening, it's cleaning the drain line. Now, if you're just tuning in, let me do it one more time. You mix this to a cup of hot water, you're gonna get up to 24 applications, pour it out down any drain line you have at home, and here it is. Superfast Max has an accelerated formula. So this means you're not waiting and waiting and waiting like these products right here, up to 30 minutes, up to 45 minutes. You give this one 10 seconds to go to work. 10 seconds to go to work. Within 10 minutes, you hear the drain lines burping and gurgling. But look at the science. Let me explain this. Superfast Max is going to turn your hair into foam. It turns all the food in there into foam. It breaks down all the dirt, the grease, the oil in the drain line. It breaks it down into foam. This is called saponification. That's the dynamic way that it works by turning everything in the drain into foam.
Wow.
Let that break down for 10 minutes, then run hot water for 5 minutes. The drain line comes back squeaky clean every single time you do it.
And this is a $6 discount we have today for our sale. And remember, when you're paying your flex pay, it's what, $5 and change, right? $4 and change if you're using your HSN card. That's what I would do if I had never used this. And a lot of you, we have 56 new customers just on this product alone for today. If you guys are grabbing this for the first time, use it on a flex pay. Pay $5 and change. Try it on your most stubborn drains.
That's right.
And what you're gonna do is you're gonna come back, you're gonna buy another bottle, and it's gonna be a little bit more expensive, and you're gonna be like, hey, it's worth it.
It's
because you could
definitely
buy
worth it.
5 bottles for the cost of 1 plumber visit.
We have a saying here at HSN, it's not if, it's when you're gonna have a clog. You definitely don't have to wait for the clog. Just get this kit because 24 applications, you could just maintenance and clean your drain lines once a week, once every 2 weeks, or even once a month. This is good if you just have a drain gas or a drain odor, that we call it the stink in the sink. Just use it for that. Keep the drain lines smelling better and without the stink in the sink. Pour the application. You don't have to pour the whole application. Once you mix it to a cup of hot water, divvy it up between the bathroom sink, the kitchen sink, maybe the drain out there in the garage floor, because this is industrial strength. It will open up the toughest drain lines that you have at home. But look at what it does. It's turning the grease, the grime, the toothpaste, the disposable content, everything that you're throwing down the drain lines. It is really going to work. It is really going to work for you. It's really going to get the job done and leave the drain line squeaky clean.
And whenever you have that clog, you know, I always tell my husband, I say, we gotta empty out, husband, I'm like, babe, we gotta do the kitchen sink or the bathroom sink. So he goes and he buys 1 bottle and we use half the bottle and it's not really working that great. And then we use the second half the bottle and maybe it's working a little better. I'm doing some damage to the pipes, but hey, at least the water's draining, right? Well, guess what? In a month or 2, I have another clog. You gotta go buy another bottle. This will be 24, not just applications, 24 full solutions to your clogs. So think about the amount of times you have to go and buy that 1 bottle that only works on the 1 sink the 1 time if you're lucky. And now think about having 24 drains completely solved for $1.12.5 per drain, knowing that you're not just using the item that so many of our HSN customers have chosen, so many customer picks with Professor Amos, but you're using the one that you can feel good about your investment on your home as well.
Definitely.
Thank you for being here.
Good to be with you too.
You always bring me the best energy and the best vibes in the fits.
Appreciate you.
I mean, you gotta come here, show the full fit. Look at this.
Happy dance.
Head to toe perfection.
Buen día.
We're gonna take a little bit of a break, and when we come back,